Have you wondered just what is happening in Afghanistan with people and real life stories? This is Faith for Every Day. Hi, this is Ken Hagler, Jedi Pastor Ken, and this is Faith for Every Day. If you haven't subscribed or hit the like button or hit that bell notification, please do that right now so you can stay up to date on everything that happens with Faith for Every Day. Today, I'm introducing, kind of expanding on a little program that I've been working on, something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I've done a couple of these, but this is where the rubber meets the road. And this is my writer recognition segment, where I'm going to be pulling out and talking to different writers on the subjects of faith and self-help that I think would be relevant to you as folks that follow me. You know, one of the things about being an author myself, having recently published my newest book, Prayer, Simply Breathe, that you can get on Amazon now, I've got a chance to meet a lot of great authors who are trying to get their story out. And so as part of that, I also know that you're folks that want to learn about faith and how to grow in your faith. So I wanted to bring together you and them and everybody that I've been meeting to kind of connect. I love networking, and part of that is encouraging one another on the journey. So today I have a really unique privilege to interview Nicole Flemming, who is author of the book My Escape. Now, you're used to me sharing my 3 simple rules of John Wesley to do no harm, do good, and stay in love with God. Well, the format for this new segment is going to be 3 simple questions that I ask authors. The questions that I'm going to be asking Nicole are the same ones that I'm going to ask other authors in the future, starting with the first one. What was the burning yes behind your book? In other words, what was the vision that you had to change the world? You know, when we write a book, something's burning inside of us. And what is that burning yes? And I want you to be able to know what that is, because as authors, we have that. And sometimes we don't always necessarily get a chance to share it. The second question is, who do you want to inspire with your book? I think there's always an audience, and there's always an audience that we have in mind that we're reaching out to. And finally, the third question is this: what's your next big step? You know, when we write, there's oftentimes something that we're looking forward to doing into the future. You know, when George Lucas wrote Star Wars, A New Hope, he had the backstory, the prequels, and kind of had a future in mind along the way. Now, other people have taken that and run with it, but, you know, it really was a passion for him when it started, and it became something so big that we're still talking about it today, and movies are still being made. So today, what we're going to be delving into is the real life story of Nicole Flemming, someone who is a woman who grew up in her story to try to get that. She was in a family that was British Afghan, and so she spent a great deal of time in Afghanistan, and this is her story. And so it's very personal, it's very real, it's very timely. And so as we begin this, her story just is compelling, and it's real, and it's about faith. So I want to turn this over to Nicole right now, starting with the first question. Nicole, what was the big yes for you as you wrote My Escape?
Well, the vision I had was to tell my story in my own words, to inspire others, whatever their age, who have been born into families and suffered or witnessed addiction, physical, and any type of abuse. With courage, there is a way out, or whatever situation they may be experiencing. Don't give up hope, and grasp and accept any help that may be offered along the way.
Okay, Nicole, who do you want to inspire with your book?
I would like to inspire and provide hope to people, hope to those who have none to very little. I want to provide hope to people who have gone through so much dysfunction and heartache in their lives. I would like to inspire people that no matter what upbringing they have had, regardless of color, religion, or background that we may come from, that indeed we can overcome any situation with the power of the Holy Spirit. We can overcome anything. I want to let you know that every situation we find ourselves in, that there is always hope and help there. We have to look for it and be courageous and grasp every opportunity that may present itself.
All right, here's the next one, the final one. What is your next big step? What is it that you have got on your heart that's going to lead you to the next step of your journey?
My next big step? Well, that's to try and awaken the world to situations and highlight some important topics that are occurring right now in Afghanistan and other countries. The treatment of women and young girls that goes on behind closed doors and also takes place in some Western countries too. And the violence and repression that is occurring towards females in Afghanistan since the Taliban have taken over. And just exactly what happens to women and children there.
I can't say enough about Nicole's writing and the book My Escape. I'm putting a link in the information down below so you, as my listeners and whoever happens to tune in, can learn more about Nicole's book and get your copy. It's on Kindle in paperback and hardback, and she's got I think some other stuff in store in the future. I know that it might have been a little bit odd. I've never done an interview where someone's identity need to be protected, but in this day and age, it's so important that it is, and I hope that you all understand that. As you go from this place today, I want to ask you and challenge you with the questions that I ask then all the time, those 3 simple rules. What will you do in the weeks ahead to do no harm, to do good, and stay in love with God? Nicole has been on that journey and she's seeking to do that very thing. So, until we meet again, may the force be with you and God go with you as you grow in your faith every day.